I've been on my spaceship counting stars since '94, waiting for someone to come and knock on my door. Looking for someone who'd be the Venus to my Mars. Why does love always have to be this hard? Got me feeling like I've been on my spaceship counting stars since '94, waiting for someone to come and knock on my door. Looking for someone who'd be the Venus to my Mars. Why does love always have to be this hard? Got me feeling like turn me on, then spaceship counting stars since '94. Waiting for someone to come and knock on my door. Looking for someone who'd be the Venus to my Mars. Why does love always have to be this hard? Got me feeling like looking for someone who can really turn me on. Then I met you. Now I'm down to earth and salt and clear next to you. All my problems disappear waiting for you. In light years, I met you. I met you. I've been in my spaceship counting sheep to fall asleep, dreaming about the day that someone would rescue me. Looking for someone who'd be the moon to my stars. Why does love always have to be this hard? It's got me feeling like looking for someone who can really turn me on. Then I met you. Now I'm down to earth and salt and clear next to you. All my problems disappear waiting for you. In light years, I met you. I met you.
Hello everyone and welcome to Nerds with Dice. Tonight we are playing Beyond the Void. Of course, our normal schedule for currently starts Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. EST for Risk Ballad of Fates. Returning soon on Wednesdays will be Kingdom Hearts Dreams of Nobody at 1 p.m. EST. Of course, Thursday nights is Beyond the Void. And Friday nights is Millennium Nights Turbo Jungle at 8 p.m. EST. Make sure you check all those games out. We will be ending our Season 2 at the end of April. And then we'll be taking the May off for a little break. And we'll be back strong in June. And as well, you should know that we now have merch, and you can follow the link in the chat or head over to Twitter and find Nerds with Dice there, and the link is in the bio. Alright, we are short a player tonight. But I believe we left off with everybody partying.
Sounds right.
Yes.
Before going on a sort of a little bit of a heist to try to destroy the servers that run everything for Omega-13. I think we'll start in the next morning. I think as a good way to kind of have Cora not be in this episode. I think she's partied too hard and just isn't going to make it. I guess what I want to know is what's Bex's first morning after partying for the first time like?
Probably painful. Probably pretty hungover is my guess, and probably have a headache and not happy about being awake in the moment.
And what's Tierney's morning like after a big party?
I think Tierney's probably pretty hungover, but uh, Tierney is slowly getting better at being hungover. So Tierney's learned a little bit about the hair of the dog and whips up something real fast to try and get themselves and Bex on their feet at least. And I think Tierney probably knows better than to try and mess with Cora.
Okay. Oh, knowing that you're supposed to meet, I believe it was Fifi at Crime and Onions, the little mystery dinner theater. Would you have set an alarm for knowing that, or are you just kind of getting up whenever?
I think we probably set an alarm before we started partying, and hopefully we didn't try to turn it off while we were partying.
Okay. So I think then in that case you wake up to KVN 12. Tierney, you have an appointment to make.
Oh, KVN, why would you tell me something like that?
You told me to set an alarm.
Oh, why did I tell you that?
I believe it was because you have an important appointment to make.
Okay, you did your job. You can go away now.
Do you want me to come back in 10 minutes?
No. No, I don't.
Okay. Do you wish for any morning beverages or anything, Tierney?
Yes. Actually, KVN, will you get me a cheeseburger?
I can get you a cheeseburger, yes.
X, do you want a cheeseburger? B? B?
Yeah. That you're really loud. No, it's good. Cheeseburger. Yes.
5 cheeseburgers, please.
Okay, 5 cheeseburgers. I will be right back with those.
Are 4 of them for you?
Maybe.
Okay. Cause I won't eat that many.
They'll get eaten.
All right.
So KVN 12 will leave the room to go hunt down coffee and cheeseburgers.
Breakfast of Champions.
Yeah, sounds like it. It probably won't take KVN 12 long to come back with those. In the meantime, is there anything that Bex or Tierney does?
Probably change out of party clothes. And, yeah, no, that's probably it. Clean up, maybe.
Okay.
Tierney will wait until they have some food in their stomach before they stumble to their own quarters and put on some fresh clothing.
All right. So we will fast forward past sort of some of those morning trivialities. You have eaten at least some of the food that KVN 12 brought, and you have coffee, and you are getting ready to go back into the hustle and bustle of Omega-13 to head down all the way down to, I believe it was level 3 to go to Crime and Onions.
Has it been the full 24 hours?
You probably got like 45 minutes to go.
Okay.
This coffee is way better than the stuff I'm used to.
You think about coming with us. We always have coffee.
That is a plus. Yeah, is your captain okay with me? I feel like there was some tension there.
Nah.
Okay, because like I'm once we take care of the whole server situation, I'm down to fly with y'all. But
We pick up fugitives all the time.
really, I feel like
Yeah.
that's
Like a thing we do.
Does Haven know about that?
I never really was clear on that part, but I mean, we do it a lot.
I mean, okay. As long as I'm clear to do it, I'm down to come with you. It's a lot better than what I have been doing.
Seems like it.
Don't really feel like working retail for the rest of my miserable life.
No, you shouldn't.
And I think as you're having this conversation about how you pick up criminals all the time, Inez walks in wearing one of her brand new pairs of boots, and do you need any help out there?
Oh, Inez. We're going on a caper. Do you want to come?
Yeah, I could use some entertainment.
Do you still have your costume? That could be fun.
Yes, I do have it. I can keep it on hand if you think we'll need it.
You might. I don't know. It's caper. I haven't done like a proper caper in a while. They just kind of keep happening to me. Like I planned this one.
It's good to have a plan for a heist. You have a costume?
When they picked me up, I was running a scheme of my own that involved a costume. Yes.
See what I mean?
Maybe I need a costume. Never considered that. I've had a uniform before. Do I need a costume?
Only if you want one.
I'll consider it.
We could go through Cora's closet. I mean, I bet probably some of her stuff would look like a costume on you.
Maybe after this. I feel like I need a longer consideration period.
Okay, that's fair.
I feel like this is a commitment. I feel like a costume is a commitment you make. And I don't know if I'm ready for that level of involvement.
Yeah.
But I'll need to consider that.
Think about it.
Yeah. I need to pick colors and a scheme, and maybe we can go shopping. No, we won't be able to go shopping after we do this, will we?
We could go grifting.
We could go grifting. That's something I've done before.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anybody else you want to bring with on your caper?
We have Inez. Trying to think. Not really, because we don't need Greta. She'll get in the way. I have this pen.
That's amazing.
I think we said whose it was in freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're good. I think we're good with an as.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. And you head out into Omega-13, and as you go out, all the shops are open because they don't close. But if this early in the morning, you smell the sense of a lot of different coffee and coffee-like beverages that are from stands that are they weren't there when you were there last night, but now in the morning they are everywhere. You make your way down. You go past the pub where you met up. I know I wrote their names down, but I can't find. Yeah, O'Malley's. Where you met Fifi and the rest of the crew. Kind of. And when you get to the Crime and Onion, it's kind of early in the morning, so there's only a few people. They're either people who haven't yet gone to bed, or people who are just waking up. There is, a little mystery theater going on, and you actually notice that Fifi is on the stage acting currently, but there's an empty table like right in the middle if you want it. Otherwise, there's a few tables in the corner that are empty.
Front and center, or somewhere else?
Let's take one of the side tables.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So we take one of the less conspicuous tables.
Okay. Does Tierney order food?
Absolutely.
Okay. And will you wait for more food? You kind of catch the last, 20 minutes of whatever play they're putting on, and Fifi is a very passionate actor, but she is not good up on the stage.
This is good. If we were right in the middle, people would be wanting to come up and talk to her after the show.
She has a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. Just a lot of hand movements.
A lot of movement in general.
Yeah.
And so your food will arrive around the same time that the play gets done. What kind of additional breakfast does Tierney order after cheeseburgers?
A Western omelet with cheese grits and cranberry juice.
Okay. And so waiter puts the food down in front of you, and then Fifi saunters over and sits across from the both of you. Okay. Is it just the two, or just the three of you then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And she slides a small paper envelope across the table to anybody, whoever wants to grab it. You'll meet Alex and Everett over by its maintenance hatch, AB12. This key card will get you in. You just have to get Alex to the servers. He'll do the rest. Is there anything else you need from us?
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
Good. And, Bex, it is good to see you on the right side for once.
Thank you. uh, can I roll maybe to figure someone out? I don't know if there's something I can figure out. Maybe
If you
there's
want
a
to.
connection there.
If you want
Or
to,
it's
you
just,
can
or
roll
just if my reputation precedes me.
yeah, you, like, if you want to roll to figure out a person, like, go for it. Yeah, you can
Okay.
try to find out if you remember.
Cool. Let's see. That's wit, which is not phenomenal. Nope. That's a downbeat 6.
Alright. Yeah, so mark potential, and I think
Yep.
what happens is you realize that, like, you probably should know Fifi. Like, she's not unremarkable. She's beautiful. She kind of stands out a little bit, but you just can't remember where it was that you ran into her.
Alright.
Alright, well, I shouldn't linger too long. Have fun, and try not to get caught.
Well, if we do, you'll hear about it.
I have a feeling one way or another we're going to hear about what happens. And with that, she gets up and she saunters away. There's like a little door. It's labeled green room, but it's not really a green room. It's just a place for them to disappear through after shows.
Cool.
So, if you want, you can, like, they're waiting for you, but you don't have to be in any kind of a rush. So if there's anything anybody wants to do before heading to meet Alex and Everett, now's the time. Okay.
Can't think of anything.
Yes, I can't think of anything.
All right. Just wanted to make sure. I assume Tierney finishes eating. Does Bex get anything while Tierney's eating, or are you good with the cheeseburger?
Those cheese grits look real good. I'll get one of those to go.
Okay.
Tierney also has 2 of those cheeseburgers in their bag
Just waiting
for
for
later.
snack later. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, and so you head off, and you find the maintenance hatch, where Everett and Alex are waiting for you. You don't. It's kind of hard to tell where, like, if Alex is human or something else, because he is mostly cyborg now. He has plenty of augmentation, but Everett is completely human and also really good looking. Kind of has a cowboy thing going for him. And when you walk up, Alex go. Are you my escort to the servers then?
That would be us.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. And he'll say to Everett, then you should go. We're gonna need that distraction. So Everett is going to leave. He'll nod at both of you. Say good luck, and now the only thing between you and the levels below and the servers right now is a key card.
Which I assume is in the envelope.
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, I guess I'll take it out and get us access.
All right. So, level 2. These floors here, they're all maintenance, and they're where all the other levels you've been to are bright and there's ads everywhere. It's a stark contrast down here. There's no light or no ads everywhere. It seems dark in comparison in here because there's not as many lights and things going on. It's empty and possibly a little off-putting after all of the, like, when you're so used to a school being active and you walk through the empty halls and it feels a little weird. That's kind of what it feels like in here. And it's not meant to be alluring, so it's more utilitarian. There's no fancy painting over it to try to get you to buy stuff. You will find that there are a few guards in here. They don't really expect anybody to get in. But they don't leave it unguarded. And Alex will lead you to, like, a laundry chute. And he will take you in there, and there's like a bundle waiting for you that has, like, some security guard or maintenance uniforms for you, so you can try to blend in down here. We weren't sure of everybody's sizes, but these should fit everybody. And we'll hand everybody one. Inez scoffs at that a little bit because she's got her like nice boots on and this uniform is not flattering with them at all. Yeah, and so the servers are on 1, and you're gonna have to sneak your way down there from here. What does it look like when when Tierney and Bex try to sneak down to this floor?
I feel like Bex is kind of a burst through the door kind of person, so this is a little different. So probably very awkwardly. It's very, very awkward. Yeah.
I feel like Tierney probably looked for like a maintenance cart of some sort to hide their sword in, because obviously strapping their sword to their back while wearing a maintenance outfit would still stand out just about as badly as not wearing the maintenance outfit.
Okay.
So still being awkward, just being themselves. Not being a burst through the door kind of person, though. They're usually a cower behind that person kind of person. they're still pretty confident going into this with Bex.
Cool. Yeah, if we have like a cart or a bin or something like that, then Bex will also put their sword in that as well to kind of just maintain that outward appearance. That's a good idea.
Alex will drop like a bag that is clearly full of like computer equipment in there as well, and we'll hand you like a painter's cloth to put over the top to try to hide everything. All right, so don't make eye contact with anybody and just keep moving. Hopefully, we don't have any problems.
Right.
I think your only options for getting around on these levels are elevator or stairs.
Well, with the cart, I think it's elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you approach the nearest elevator, you get there just as a guard is getting on the elevator. So you can get in the elevator with him, or go to the next one, or wait for one to come back up.
Wait for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's just this moment of the three of you kind of standing there awkwardly for like 45 seconds before the doors close. So he definitely notices that you're like avoiding, but he doesn't think too much of it. You have this big cart and stuff, but he notices. And the next elevator comes by, and you can get back on it, or you can get on it and head down to. I think you could probably head all the way down to 1. Imagine they wouldn't just stop. Down here, there's definitely like you get off the elevator, and there's definitely a security station. Directly to your right, and then there is a door for like a clean room that the servers are behind.
I'm assuming there's someone in the security station?
Yes.
Um. I'm trying to come up with a good lie right now.
So if Bex and Tierney don't know what to do, you can always ask Alex or Inez for help. Those are choices that you have available to you.
Okay, how are we supposed to get past? Alex, what do we do?
The button to open the doors is unfortunately in the security room, so we either need to get him out of there or we need to get in there without him suspecting us.
How much of a scene do we want to or not want to cause here?
At this stage, the less of a scene we cause would probably be good.
Okay. So having the drop cloth, the painter's cloth over the cart that we have, Bex will walk up to the guard station, the checkpoint, and knock on the glass or whatever, say, "Hey, we're supposed to paint this room."
Okay, hold on. Let me look at this for a second. You know what? Roll me Defy Disaster plus your heart.
Cool.
And we'll see.
Four.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, make sure you mark potential and
Yep.
or experience and so here's the problem. There's nothing to paint. Everything's metal and
Yep. And computers and
and computers and
Yeah.
stuff.
Can Tierney interrupt and take a try?
Yes, Tierney can
Please save me.
interrupt and try.
Tierney walks up and like bumps Bex out of the way and says, "Sorry, ignore them. They're new. We're here to dust the servers because dust is bad for machines.
Oh, I thought
Dusty."
I got my rooms mixed up. Sorry.
Rolling Defy Disaster, I'm guessing.
Yeah, roll Defy Disaster. And then we'll see.
Am I rolling plus heart?
Yep.
Ah, beans. I also got 4.
So he doesn't open the door to the security office or anything. He hits like a button that he's not hitting the panic button yet, but for the buzzer. I don't have a work order for down here. Did you forget to file it or something?
Yeah, it's an emergency order. They just called us off of our lunch.
Who did?
I was eating.
Who
Well,
called
the
you?
Pull out a cheeseburger.
I think so. Inez will walk up and go. I'm sure. she holds up like a computer pad and goes, "They must not have sent it yet. I got it right here. If you just let me into the room, I can give it to you so you can scan it." And but he tries to look at it through the glass, but she keeps like holding it at an angle so that he can't quite see it
Good.
right. So eventually he sighs and he opens the door. He goes, "Fine, hurry up," and lets Inez into the room, where you can clearly watch through the glass as she's flirting with him. And after a few moments, you just hear the doors open behind you as she hits the button. So you could hurry into the server room if you want.
Yep.
I do that.
And unfortunately, though, you didn't get into this server room clean, and I think when you get in there, there's 2 maintenance workers already in there doing something else, like fixing a light fixture or something. And so, hey, who are you?
Dusters.
Dusters.
We came to clean up.
Clean up what?
The dust.
Let me see your work
After
order.
It wasn't
It's back there.
sent yet.
One of them's going to reach for their radio.
I'm trying to avoid violence, but I feel like that's what Bex is gonna like. I feel like that's their default most of the time. Is no. So. Yeah, I think they'll just lunge at him.
Okay. That is, I think in this case it will just be a defy disaster. You can choose your own stat. Because they're not guards, they're not meant to fight, right? But
Right.
you're just trying to stop him from calling guards.
Yeah. Okay, so I think probably. I think probably with daring. I think Bex is more trying to make a show of things rather than maybe knock the radio out or something then, but more like a show of power than anything. So I'll go with daring.
Okay.
Oh, wow. 4 again.
So you I don't know what's happening, but you get to the radio at the same time.
Not doing great today.
And the worker, he pulls it away from you, and as you're trying to wrestle for it, you trip over a toolbox and you crash to the floor. You almost got it, and security to server room 1. We got somebody pretending to be maintenance down here. But the answer is, we ain't got anybody available. We got a riot going on in sector Omega-13, so we're not gonna be able to get anybody down there. This, by the way, is Everett's distraction.
Sense.
Figured. What's the other guy doing?
He, I think he starts to go for the door. Like as
Tierney's gonna block him.
Okay, that's easy enough. You step into his path and you, hey, come on. I don't mean anything. I don't know what you're doing down here, but like I don't want to get hurt or anything.
I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not interested in you. Don't care about you. You're just in the way. And if you leave, you're gonna cause problems. So I'd really, really like if you would sit down. Do you want a cheeseburger?
No.
Okay, sit down.
Just on the floor?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And he'll
Thank you.
sit down. And Alex will throw aside the cover and pull out his computer equipment and plug some stuff in. He goes, this shouldn't take too long. Just keep our guests entertained, I guess.
At that point, I think just to keep them in place, I think Bex will pull her sword out and just kind of like, the broken sword that it is, point at me like, don't you turn on that radio again. You put that down.
He drops the radio. Okay, just I don't want any trouble.
If you don't pick up the radio, there's no trouble.
Do you want a cheeseburger? Other guy? You want a cheeseburger?
No.
No. Okay. Good. I was just being fair. I offered him one.
Okay. Thanks, I guess.
Welcome.
What are you doing down here anyways? Like, you really shouldn't
Fighting the
be...
man.
Which man?
The man.
Oh, the man. Okay.
Got a question for the two of you. Do you like working here?
Sure.
Why are you working here?
'Cause I wanted to leave home.
Okay. You understand the system upon which this entire artificial planet runs, right?
I mean, yeah.
You understand how absolutely exploitative that is?
I mean, sure, but believe it or not, it's actually less exploitive than my home planet.
I mean, that's probably fair, but we're starting with what we know, so we're working on the stuff here.
What's your home planet's name? I'll start a list.
It's probably already on your list because I
Okay.
never named it, but it's whatever planet the Void Empress seats her power from.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Oh, that's already on the list. That's already on the list. Don't worry about it. We're getting there. We'll take down that man too.
Okay.
Use the word man very figuratively.
Got that. You're quite the ambitious bunch.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna just gonna stay out of your way then, I guess.
That's all we ask.
And Alex will turn and go, okay, I'm done here. We got about 45 seconds before they know we're here.
All right.
Oh, we should go.
You guys want to stay here?
Yeah.
Like talking to the other maintenance workers. You staying here? You coming with?
I guess we're coming with. It doesn't sound like we should be here either when whatever you just did happens.
Yeah, probably not. Let's go.
Probably.
You get outside the door, back out the door, and Nez has knocked out that security guard and is just like leaning against the wall, waiting for you. Took you long enough. And like the doors close behind you, and you see like there's security, like the monitors in the security room, they all start flashing. Because warning that the system is down and stuff. And then after a moment that stops, and you probably get some kind of like meme thing that was uploaded with the virus that Alex loaded. So it's I don't know, probably like a laughing cat or something is now on the screen of all the monitors. And the guard's radio the knocked out guard that's at your feet, like, it's no use, we gotta retreat, we've lost sector Omega-7, we now have riots in 18 other sectors.
Can I steal the guard uniform?
Yeah, that's easy enough. You're gonna have to undress him, and
Yeah.
do you put the
I'll
maintenance uniform?
Yeah, I put the maintenance uniform back on him. And I take the radio too.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So, here's the thing. What you just did, this place is very tightly controlled and very exploitive. We knew that part. But you just took down the system that controls everything, and basically you lit the fuse on a powder keg.
Oops.
And the people realize that they're like, without those systems that kind of control them, they're going to take their shot to try to take this place back. That may have also been aided by Everett's distraction of already starting one riot. And,
it sounded like he had some things going more than we did.
But yeah, and then like you upload this virus and you cut the shackles for everybody, and now but yeah, security is going to know there's a problem. So you probably don't want to take the elevators. They're not guaranteed to work. Alex will inform you as you're like running that way.
Stairs are fine.
Stairs are fine. Oh god, we have a lot of stairs to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of stairs. I don't get my cardio in.
Yeah. So you'll go up the 3 sets of stairs that'll take you to the 3rd floor, and then you can you no longer need the key card to get through the maintenance doors.
Mm-hmm.
But it does take a little bit of work because you got to pry them open.
Mm-hmm.
But they're currently down, and you get out into the main hall, and people are looting things from some of the stores, but you can see there is like a group of 6 security guards with like shields and stuff coming towards you.
Okay. As having the guard uniform on feasibly, just cleared out level 2. We're making our way higher. Where are you headed?
Disturbance in the server room. We're heading down there to find out what happened.
Good. Keep us updated.
Yeah. Is anybody else wearing any kind of security uniform? Like, or did everybody take maintenance?
Everyone's in maintenance gear, technically.
I'm
Okay,
still wearing
yeah.
my maintenance uniform.
Okay, yeah. So, they're gonna buy it for a moment, and then one of them goes, "Wait a minute, where's the rest of your unit? Why are you with these maintenance workers?"
I cleared them out. They weren't sure where to go, so I led them out.
Okay, now roll.
Yeah.
Now roll. Defy
Also,
disaster
I'm
with
holding
heart.
a sword.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
With what? Heart again, probably.
Yeah, because it's a social situation. You're trying to.
That makes sense. Where am I finding it? I lost everything. Okay, hold on. There we go. By disaster. Maybe. With heart. Submit. I swear if I roll one more 4, I'm gonna scream. My 3rd one in a row.
So I think one of the security guards goes, "Oh, I think you're gonna need to come with us. We have some questions to ask you," and they're going to try to arrest all of you, including these innocent maintenance men that you've now kind of looped in.
Just have with us.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger.
Would have solved everything.
Might have been your last.
Look, I think there's enough chaos going on. You don't want more, do you?
Just come quietly. There's no need for any fighting.
Tierney will pull out their sword.
We don't do quietly.
Fine, have it your way. And if you want to try to fight off the guards, now's the time to roll your danger fight move.
All right.
Okay. Tierney will go for the first closest one. Are you kidding me right now?
What is happening?
What is happening?
Roll 20 absolutely hates us.
Hates us.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Right?
So roll. Well, I guess it's not a roll. How many conditions do you have?
I still have like 3.
Holy shit.
We cleared 1.
Okay, so with 3 conditions, you stagger, so you can choose to lash out at someone whose regard matters to you, provoke them to do something foolish or harmful, and take advantage of a string on them if you have one. Hesitate or stumble in opposition gains an opportunity, or you grin and bear the blow and mark 2 conditions.
I guess I hesitate, and the opposition gains an opportunity.
Okay, so like you pull out your sword, and I think maybe there's a moment where you think like, when I pull out Gregory, they're not gonna want to fight me anymore, and then so you don't attack right away, and the guard slams into you, kind of pushing you back, and they gain a little bit of a ground to sort of corner the group. What does Bex do?
Seeing that, I think Bex is also gonna try and fight.
Okay.
That's, yeah. I was daring because I'm not a graceful person. 10.
Yay!
Yes.
Okay. So you can choose 3, and your opponent chooses 1 to apply to you in response.
Okay.
So, do you have the list up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I will inflict a condition, probably through violence, not necessarily words. Create an opportunity for an ally through prowess, and take an object from my opponent.
Okay. So what do you want to take from one of these guards? It can be anything. You can take a shield. You can take
the
another
shield
radio.
is what I was thinking.
Okay. So you take a shield from one of them. I guess so you're. What'll happen is, the leader of this group of guards is going to get a condition.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to end up taking out a couple of guards with this. They're kind of like, they think they're tougher than they are, but they're not like soldiers on the battlefield.
They're mall cops.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you get 1 shield. What does it look like when you take out a couple of these guards?
I think it's a matter of like getting in and wrestling the shield from the main guard, and then kind of just like looking at the rest of them and like, doing the, come at me, you're gonna try me? No, I didn't think so. And like just pushing the rest of them back with the just the violent action of trying to
Okay.
get them off.
And I like it, like you're pushing them back, and I think Inez will take the opportunity to trip them, and they all just kind of like, there's like a water fountain there, and like 2 or 3 of them tumble into this, and what are the conditions? I never remember these things. It's just angry,
frightened, guilty, hopeless, insecure.
Okay, so the captain of these guards, or the leader of this group, he's gonna mark hopeless as his condition, and they do get to inflict 1 back to you. I think while you're pushing them, though, one of them manages to like take the radio you took.
Yeah.
Like he and then it like he gets it, he grabs it, and then as they're falling, you just watch it fly and then land in the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that, like, this other, like, the leader, and then the leader of the guards will go, he's like, you inflict hopeless on him, and he looks at everything, and he's kind of all alone here, And he just watched you do that, and I think he turns to run, and he gets like maybe 10 feet, and Everett steps out of like a shadow and clotheslines him. And he, come on, let's go. We gotta go.
Yep, let's go.
Everett's going to start leading you down sort of some of the back like alleyways that like only like the employees know. Because they don't want the corporations that run this place to know everything they do, so they have all these like little secret ways that they have figured out to move around. And Everett's going to start leading you down them. I think probably every so often there's like an ambitious guard that pops out of a doorway or something. But as you go, you're gonna start. You really start to learn that Everett is a very, very good fighter, and he usually takes care of them himself.
I feel like anyone who gets past him, Bex will just like shield bash into the ground.
Eventually, you come out into the club you were at before. Last episode where you met the old man, but there's no music, there's no lights, or well, the lights are on. It's not dark in here anymore. There's no music. There are people standing around, but now they have a bunch of tables pushed together in the middle, where they have supplies, maps, and other stuff. And they seem to have turned this into some sort of command center to try to take back this place.
Does there seem to be anyone in charge or leading the organization of things?
I think you see like a group of people. The old man is like talking with some of the band from the other night, and they're all huddled at a corner of this table, and they have like a little hologram map of it, and they're like, if we don't help the people over here, they're just going to cut off the water. Yeah, so we've got to get over there and help them now, and that's the conversation you walk in on.
Well, it seems like things have really kicked off, huh?
Turns around and the old man turns around and says, my understanding is that we have you to thank for that. So thank you.
You're welcome. Do you need our assistance to stay and help with this? Bex will turn to Tyrion. Are we staying and helping?
Yes. If there's anything we can do on our way out.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you're offering that would be
What can we
that'd
do?
be great. If you're trying to leave, where's your ship parked? You
relay that information.
yeah.
Level, number, section, letter.
Right. And he goes, okay, do you know the cheese shop over there?
Yes.
Okay, good. We need you to get the cheese from there over to this this is like a personal housing area. We need you to get the cheese over there. We're trying to stash as much food in the areas we already control.
We can do a cheese run.
Do that.
Okay, good. I'll hold up. I'll get you some help. And Marky, and this little kid will come over, and the old man like whispers in his ear, and the little kid goes, "Okay, yeah, I can get them to the cheese shop, not a problem." And I think just before you leave, Alex will probably walk up to both of you and go, "All right, I guess this is where we part ways. Thanks for your help today, and good luck out there."
You too. This is feels like this has been boiling for a long time, and it's finally all kind of making it happen now. So do good things.
We will, and good luck as well. And oh, before I forget, you're Bex, right?
Yeah.
Fifi wanted me to give you this, and we'll hand you like you know what? It's probably like a cheesy Hallmark card.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, I don't know, it probably says like good, or it was good to see you again, and scribbled on the inside is probably like her phone number, and I think there's like a yearbook picture like cut out in there of like I don't know, what kind of club would Bex have like done in high school?
Ooh. That is a very good question. Honestly, probably a sport of some sort.
Lacrosse.
Yeah, oh my god, yes, lacrosse. Bex played lacrosse, you're so right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so there is there's a picture of the lacrosse team, and the two of you are actually in the picture standing next to each other, and you're like, how the hell did I forget this?
Oh my god. We were, wow, I need to work on my memory skills. Alex, tell her thank you.
Yeah, we'll do. And Alex will disappear into the crowd, and you'll probably, like, if you linger long enough, you can see him sort of join up with some of the members of his team. Like, I think the leader's name was Tyler. It was something like that. But you see him join up with them, and there's probably an editor's note. If you want to see the fall of Omega-13, check out issue 317 and 318 of Space Heist.
Nice.
But this little kid Marky's ready to lead you through these back ways up to the cheese shop.
All right, let's go, kid.
This time's a little easier journey. You don't really have anybody popping out on you, but when you get there, he takes you out like a vent that's right next to the cheese shop, and they're trying to be strategic about what points they're holding. So like food places and stuff that are places that they're trying to hold. So they're undermanned already. So there's like two guards trying to hold this cheese shop, and they have like a a makeshift barricade set up at the doors. Tierney, what is this cheese shop that you worked at? What does it look like?
So it looks like an old country store. Like it's got a bunch of rocking chairs out front of it. And like just a bunch of barrels with like those cloth checkerboards on them. And like there are a bunch of like cold cases that have like all the different cheeses in them, and then in the center there's like one of like the biggest cheese wheel you've ever seen, and that's acting as a table for all of the cheeses that are stored at like room temperature. And then like along the back wall is a giant display of just like different like jams and mustards and like vinaigrettes and stuff that you can pair with the cheeses. Tierney's gonna grab some of those and stash them. She's not gonna take the cheese. She'll leave the cheese for the citizens, but she's gonna take like some of the mustards and vinaigrettes.
You're doing this, and one of the guards like hears the clinking of bottles and turns around and is like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be in here."
I'm gonna try something, and I don't know if it's gonna work here or not. I'd like to use my move Always Suspect. When I pretend to be a villain to win a villain's trust, they trust me enough to offer me an opportunity, and I gain a string on them. Would they be considered a villain?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely they are considered a villain.
Perfect. So I kind of still in the guard uniform, kind of pretending to be there. I'm gonna say, we're transferring this to a more sustainable position. Trying to keep them from getting it as much as possible. We're just getting hands to start getting things together. But what I'd like to do is, I do have to pick kind of something bad that happens here. So someone watching comes to the worst possible conclusion.
I don't... You know what? I think at this moment there is a crashing of like the front, like the glass at the front of the store as like a form comes flying through it, and it turns out to be the body of a guard, and Uldron is standing right there, still with like a mud mask on her face. And she's pointing at Bex, and she goes, "I knew it."
Tierney pops up behind Bex like, no.
You have some explaining to do. I get it.
Hold on. Have some cheese. Hold on. Let me explain. Hold on.
But first, these guards they're confused by like what's happening there, but they're like, yeah, it's about time. We've been waiting for command to send like help to get this stuff to a better position. So they are you currently
So it works for 30 seconds.
I think that's all you really need for an opportunity to like do something about these guards. And
so I guess with enough of a distraction, could I like, I don't know, incapacitate them in some way?
Yeah, I don't even think you need to roll for that.
Okay.
They relax, and they probably start like grabbing armfuls of cheese like to move it, and while their arms are full, you just knock them out.
Yeah.
But Uldron's like, all right, everybody has some explaining to do, and somebody needs to tell me why my spa day was interrupted.
Really sorry about that. We'll make it up to you. I have it on authority that Cora gives really, really good foot rubs. But we dismantled the system. We got rid of an impressive amount of debt for a lot of people who were being oppressed, and accidentally started an uprising.
I don't think that was an accident.
We intentionally started an uprising.
That sounds right.
Again? I
Wait,
told
this
you
has
after
happened
last.
before?
I told you after last time that you were supposed to tell me, at least tell me before you did this.
It was Cora's job to tell you.
And where's Cora?
Super hungover.
Okay.
But she was supposed to tell you before we got drunk. So I assumed that she did.
Okay. We'll talk more about that later. What are you doing with the cheese?
We're moving it to a safe hold of the citizens so that they have supplies so that they don't get cut off by the evil guards.
Okay, fine. Let's
And
go.
Bex was just using this guard uniform that she borrowed to help incapacitate these guards here so that we wouldn't get caught.
Yes.
I still don't trust you, but fine. We don't have
That's-
time to stand around. And I don't know, Uldron finds like a cart and we'll just pile a bunch of trees on it. Like, it probably, like, there's probably enough cheese and stuff on it that, like, Tierney or Bex or Inez couldn't push it, but Uldron pushes it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Fair.
I feel like there's multiple layers of consequences to wiping out all the debt of this place and all these things. And as you walk by, there's like a TV store. Most of the TVs are gone now, but there's still one that's like playing the news, like some galaxy-wide news or something, and they're reporting that like several companies have gone bankrupt and like a whole like planet's worth of like stock markets are crashing all over the place and stuff. Like it's a pretty big disruption of some economies that were mostly because they're based on the companies that were really using this place to prop themselves up.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you get you know what, you get the cheese to like the personnel housing, and I think like you meet like somebody who's they're distributing supplies among the people in the housing area and stuff, and I think that is where we're going to take our break. So we'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes. And make sure you get up, stretch, and all that stuff, and we'll see you then.
I've been on my spaceship counting stars since '94, waiting for someone to come and knock on my door. Looking for someone who'd be the Venus to my Mars. Why does love always have to be this hard? Got me feeling like I'm looking for someone. to be this hard. It's got me feeling like looking for someone who can really turn me on. Then I met you. Now I'm down to earth. It's all too clear next to you. All my problems disappear. Waiting for you. In light years, I met you. I met you. Been looking for someone who can really turn me on. Then I met you. Now I'm down to earth. It's all too clear next to you. All my problems disappear. Waiting for you. In light years, I met you. I met you. I've been on my spaceship counting stars since '94, waiting for someone to come and knock on my door. Looking for someone who'd be the Venus to my Mars. Why does love always have to be this hard? Got me feeling like for someone who can really turn me on. Then I met you. Now I'm down to earth. It's all too clear next to you. All my problems disappear. Waiting for you. In light years, I met you. I met I've been on my spaceship counting stars since '94, waiting for someone to come and knock on my door. Looking for someone who'd be the Venus to my Mars. Why does love always have to be this hard? Got me feeling like for someone who can really turn me on. Then I met you. Now I'm down to earth and salt and clear next to you. All my problems disappear, waiting for you. In light years, I met you. I met you. I've been in my spaceship counting sheep to fall asleep, dreaming about the day that someone would rescue me. Looking for someone who'd be the moon to my stars. Why does love always have to be this hard? It's got me feeling like looking for someone who can really turn me on. Then I met you. Now I'm down to earth and salt and clear next to you. All my problems disappear, waiting for you. In light years, I met you. I met you. Been looking for someone who can really turn me on. Then I met you. Now I'm down to earth and salt and clear next to you. All my problems disappear, waiting for you. In light years, I met you. I met you. I've been on my spaceship counting stars since '94, waiting for someone to come and knock on my door. Looking for someone who'd be the Venus to my Mars. Why does love always have to be this hard? Got me feeling like for someone who can really turn me on. Then I met you. Now I'm down to earth and salt and clear next
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Void. So, you have delivered all of the cheese and jams and vinaigrettes and such to the people of this sector, and but before you head back to your ship, Tierney, did you want to find a pet shop then?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. What? Anybody have a good name for a pet shop? I can't think of one either.
The barking lot.
Yes.
Perfect. The barking lot is a little pet shop. I think it's likely that somebody got interrupted letting several of the pets going. But what is Tierney looking for at this pet shop? What are you hoping to find?
Tierney isn't looking for anything specifically. The way I picture it, I think they're on their way, like either out or past with the cheese run or leaving, and they happen past the pet shop, and it's either like most of the pets have gotten out and have left, or there's like just one straggler left behind and she catches it and can't bear to leave it behind.
Okay.
And that's how I imagine Tierney winds up with what I'm picturing is like a house cat, but with 2 tails and 5 eyes.
Okay. What colors are its fur? Ooh.
Pale blue.
Okay. I love it.
Love this. Oh, this is so good.
Does Tierney give it a name right away, or are you gonna wait?
Tierney wants to feel out its personality a little bit first.
Okay. Hold on. I want to take a look. So what basic move do you want your familiar to help you with?
Ooh, basic move. Probably fight. I can use fight, right?
Yeah.
It's a danger move, right? No, but yeah, that's under basic moves. Fight. I need all the help with that I can get.
Okay.
I'm a mess.
Sounds good. So, how big is this alien cat?
Oh, they're a chonker, like 10 pounds.
All right.
Like a big chunky loaf of blue.
Um. So as you leave, do you carry it or does it walk beside you?
I think Tierney carries it like a very heavy baby.
Okay. So as you're making your way, you get to so that you're in a position like en route to go back to your ship, and that's when like you get to the stairway, right, and that you would take to go to your ship, and that is where you find waiting for you is Cherry.
Oh.
She looks a little nervous, but otherwise she looks pretty normal.
You okay?
Um, yeah. Where is? Where's Cora? Is she not with you?
She's on the ship.
Oh. Okay. Uh, uh, so.
Were you hoping to see her again?
Kind of. Do you think I could? Like, is it possible? Can I, like...
I mean, this whole place is kind of, mass chaos, so, I don't... Yeah, you could at least no, I shouldn't say anything. I'm not a permanent resident of that establishment yet.
I look. I can't wake her up when she's like this, but here's I can take down your communicator info and she can follow up with you. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a horrible jerk. I'm sorry. I would totally invite you on board, but she's not responsive right now.
Oh, okay.
Or you could come with us. That's a fun thing we do too.
Oh, what? Where are you going?
I don't know. We kind of just hop around.
Oh,
Eventually, we're going back to Haven. That's like our thing.
Oh, I don't really want to go back there. But thanks for the offer. Cora was really supposed to kind of. I was really kind of hoping she was really supposed to be with you.
Is there something else we can help you with other than seeing her to deliver a message or something?
I don't think that's gonna work. I'm sorry, but she's really gonna want you to take her back to Cora.
There's how about this? you can come back with us to the ship, and we can see if she's awake, and if they are, she can come and talk to you.
Okay, so hold on. Just to clear up, when I said she is really gonna want you to take her back to Cora, that was her saying that, not me as the GM.
Okay.
She's saying
got
that.
Got it.
There's somebody who somebody else who wants you to take them to Cora.
Who is this person?
She didn't really tell me her name.
Can you take us to her?
Yeah, she's kind of waiting for you. So, yeah, she just through that door there, and she'll point to like because there's like the stairwell has like multiple doors, right? She's waiting on the other side. Be careful. She's dangerous.
So are we.
So what do you do?
Cautiously go to the door.
Yeah, Tierney doesn't draw Gregory, but their hand is near Gregory.
Yeah, similar.
Which is hard holding this loaf of a cat thing.
Okay. So, like, I guess what I want to know is, Bex, who is somebody from your past that you would have known that is really loyal to the Void Queen?
I think that Bex would have had some sort of like counterpart. So while Bex is kind of like brash and does things without a whole lot of grace necessarily, I feel like they would have had some sort of like information, stealthy, roguish type counterpart. Probably has maybe a code name. Charade.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I can come up with like an actual name if you want me to.
No, Charade's perfect. So you walk through the door, and like leaning against a wall, I imagine she probably has like a little throwing knife in her hand, and she's like cleaning her nails with it when you come through the door. And when I heard she says, when I heard all three of you were here, I was kind of really hoping that I could just take out all of you.
Well, I guess it's not your lucky day, is it?
I suppose not. It happens. Even I have bad days sometimes.
Are you looking to make it worse?
Mine? No. Yours? Yes. Look, Bex, I think by now you know that I don't fail. But, out of respect for your, we'll say, history, I will give you the option to, for it to be quiet rather than loud and messy. But it is your choice.
Whatever respect you're giving me for the past that I've had is respect I don't want.
That is too bad. I always did like you, Bex. It's really unfortunate that you couldn't see the glory of what was to come from this.
I saw the glory and saw the cracks in that shining armor, and I am not here to mince words about whatever lies you believe.
Fine. I don't quite think I understand, though. After everything you did, Bex, to be running around with, I mean, of all people, Tierney and Cora, you know, I've been looking for them for quite some time. I was very, very shocked to find all of you in the same place. But I don't understand, Bex. You once wanted them dead just as much as me. I know it can be different seeing people face to face than seeing just their faces and names on a poster, but I never thought you got soft.
You mistake my compassion for weakness. I'm not soft. I'm just as hard and ruthless as I was before, but now I understand there's consequences to my own actions. Consequences that hurt people that don't deserve it. And these people, the ones that I maybe hated before, have given me a second chance. A second chance to make right what I did wrong. With all the same force and gusto that I committed those crimes with. I don't half-ass anything, so if I'm gonna have a redemption arc, I'm gonna go fly.
Well, that's too bad. I was really hoping that you were, I don't know, faking it or something, but I guess I was wrong. And I think at this moment, Uldron speaks up and says, like, she's just, like, looking back between the two of you. And she, Bex, who is this?
This is Charade. A former colleague. Hey. We worked together quite closely. Back when I was working for you know who.
Oh, you don't even say your name now, Bex?
I prefer not to.
So I think, like, unless anybody wants to, like, try to figure a person out or anything.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's that's an option you can try to.
Yeah. I'll try that out. Snap. With my whole 0 wit. 9.
There you go. That's a 9. Now we're getting some better rolls. So you may ask 2 questions, and they may ask one of you.
Okay. Let's see. I lose it. Where did it go?
Can you not?
I just had it. I just wrote theirs. Okay. I will say, what could I do to get you to let us go? How can I let you get us go? And, what, I guess specifically because she was looking for Cora, what did you hope to get from them? I guess, since I know looking for the 3 of us, but Cora seemed to be the one that. Oh no! Oh, because they were looking for all 3 of us. Never mind, I got it. So, what were we hope to get from capturing us?
Okay, so, she was really just hoping to collect the Void Empress's bounty on the 3 of you. Capturing all 3 of you would have given her a pretty nice position of power, even more than she already has. To get her to let you go, I think you would have to convince her that she can be redeemed.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Look, Charade, I understand that there's a lot that you have riding on this right now. But there's more than one way to this. This doesn't have to be your entire future. Yes, it's easy to carry out the Void Empress's orders and to collect bounties and to ruin worlds, and it's easy not to have to make decisions, but you've never been one to just follow the rules blindly, and that's what you're doing right now. You're more than this.
Bex, I don't think you get it. I'm not doing this because it's easier. I'm doing this because I'm already so far in that there's no turning around. The only way through is forward.
You can't go back, but you can go up. Right? I destroyed Unity. And I'm putting that behind me. I'm dealing with the consequences of that. But I'm not moving forward. I'm moving up. I'm not pushing farther along that path. I'm leaving it entirely. There are other roads out there. And these people are showing me
that. Alright, roll emotional support. Choose heart or spirit, either with whichever one you want.
I'll go with spirit just because it's better. 8.
Okay, so first, I want you to take a string on charade.
Okay.
And I think she says, aren't you afraid that people aren't going to forgive you, that they can't forgive you? They have no reason to forgive either of us for the things we've done.
Some people won't. You're right. We don't deserve it. And there'll be some people who'll never, ever offer us that. But there's plenty who will. There's enough people that will show us the kindness and the forgiveness that we don't deserve. I've already found some. You can find some too. We can find some.
How did you give up being a hero, Bex? You used to walk being viewed as a hero. You gave it up. How? It's not that I don't, when I'm on the planet and people recognize me, it's not that I don't see that they look at me like I'm a monster, but it's the moments when I'm back and they view me as a hero. I walk the halls and I am not just The little girl who grew up on planets just like this, barely scraping by. I don't. How do you expect me to give that up? That power, that strength it gives me?
For me, it came with the realization that strength and power and heroism were all empty when it came from somewhere that was built on the backs and the lives of others. I'm going to make my own path, my own way for people to see the strength in me. Not because someone else has made it that way.
Okay, so I'm gonna count that as her opening up to you.
Okay.
Let's see. And I think you get a +1 forward.
Okay.
On your next roll, you'll get to add 1 to that.
Okay. Any role or specifically regarding her?
I think it's specifically regarding her.
Okay, awesome.
Shit. Charade is she's teetering, right? Like, you are somebody that in the Void Legion that she looked up to, and you left, and she came here planning to destroy you, and I think she's shocked that she hasn't done it yet, right? Like, she could have walked through that door before you knew she was here and had the element of surprise, and but I think so she's kind of surprised at herself for not doing it, and she's just kind of sitting here listening to your words, and she's on that edge of, like, if you push just right, she could go either way. She could lash out and attack you, or she could fall apart and ask for your forgiveness.
So I think I'm going to try and use my move Make It Right. If you allow it, when I allow myself to be vulnerable to someone I've hurt during my villainous past, if that was someone she looked up to, then and leaving feasibly hurt her. So in this moment, I'll say, "You've always been a very strong and forward-minded person. You were always someone that I could count on. And I hope I can count on you now, too." And if you allow me to use this move, there's a list of things that she can choose from in terms of her reaction to that vulnerability in me. And basically, playing to her emotions of me leaving, kind of messing with her mind, and offering her that camaraderie back.
I'm trying to think what you would do here. I think she's gonna decline to engage,
Okay.
and gain a string on you in return.
Awesome.
I came here to end you, Bex. I thought that was something that I could do, and I can't. That's never happened to me before.
Welcome to a world of firsts.
I don't know. Do you ever dream of going home? Like back to the planet that you were raised on?
Occasionally.
Sometimes, if I let my thoughts drift away, I miss it. But it wasn't. The Void Legion wasn't the first place I did terrible things. And now, after all this time, I don't think I can. I've never thought that I could go back.
Anything's possible. I think at this point, I know this. It's been kind of like the two of us going back and forth. We'll kind of look to the others that are here, and just kind of looking for like a little bit of like just affirmation that redemption's possible. I don't know. Not if people can't provide that, that's fine. It was just more of a help me out.
So I think, like, what's happening here is I think Uldron's confused.
Yeah.
Uldron, I don't think Uldron knew what to expect. Was probably expecting a fight. And I think because everybody gets some kind of bias, whether they mean to or not, I think it's hard for Uldron to see like Bex and Charade as anything other than soldiers of the Void Empress's Legion.
Sure.
And to her that comes with sort of almost being like emotionless drones of destruction, you know, laying waste to planets and stuff at the Void Empress's whims. And to see both of you kind of having this emotional moment, I think she's confused.
All right.
Inez is amused. How does Tierney feel right now? Like what's going through Tierney's head?
Tierney's only been half listening. Tierney's playing with their new pet.
Okay.
Not intentionally being disrespectful, but that's just about Tierney's full capacity.
Right. So I guess how does Bex feel about?
I think this is a moment where they're just like, yeah, these are the people that I'm running with now. I like this.
In fairness, if Tierney didn't trust Bex, Tierney would be paying a lot more attention.
Right. So just be like, you gotta start small. These are the people I trust and the people that trust me now. At least enough not to outright attack me. Some are slower than others. It's one step at a time. Once you take one step, the path just starts kind of going. Like you said, you're just going the right way instead of the wrong way.
Okay. When you left, what was there anywhere that you went first, seeking, I don't know, redemption, forgiveness, whatever it is that you're hoping for?
I didn't start with the biggest ones, that's for sure.
That makes sense.
And this is me just making shit up. I went to Delora. That place where we kind of, I went in and was supposed to just get some information right, but you know how I am. I tend to be a little more physical than that. I killed that guy. Didn't mean to, but I did, and just kind of considered it a hazard of the job. Anyways, I went back and I apologized to this family. It didn't go well. Nope, they didn't want me there at all, but I apologized. And I tried to make it right. It was going on from there.
Did you ever wish you had anybody there with you?
Always. I hate being alone. This has been torture.
Hold on 1 second. That's... I don't even know how to ask this, but would you come back with me to Otaf? Start both of our journeys?
Yeah, I'd do that. Assuming that you guys don't, like, need me for anything. Turning back to, like, Tierney and the rest.
We could absolutely find stuff for you to do. That's not a question. But if you've got stuff that you need to do, we'll just make a list for when you get back.
Yeah. Lists are good. And you know how to get a hold of me. Theoretically.
We'll find you.
All right. Yeah, Charade, I'll go with you. Let's start this journey, yeah?
We can take my ship. And I think like it's at this moment that this is broken up by like an alarm, like a fire alarm or something starts going off. And then there's like a voice warning people to clear the area because the fire suppression system is about to kick in, and it's a water like they're just gonna the room will seal and it just kind of sucks the air out of the room to put out the fire. So you don't really want to be in the room when that happens.
No.
All right, well, I'll go this way and keep that list for me.
Oh well.
So you split your ways, and Uldron leads the way back to the Astroglide, and Charade will lead you back to her ship, the Chimera, and her ship is a lot smaller than the Astroglide. It's more of a personal ship where meant for just a couple people. And Tierney, what do you have any plans when you get anything you want to do when you get back to the Astroglide?
I think Tierney's probably going to be preoccupied setting up their room for their new pet. Trying to figure out the name, and waiting for Cora to become conscious again so she can introduce them.
All right. I think if everybody's okay with that, I think we're gonna end a little early because I think I've kind of run out of ideas.
That's fine.
That's all right.
I think that's a good place to.
It's a
Okay.
good place to put a pin in it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was a lot more improvised than I had originally planned, but I hope everybody still enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else. Let's sign out, and we'll see everybody next week, starting with Tierney.
I'm Kate. You can find me online on Twitters at Argon Kitten. I am also co-creator and co-GM of Christmastide, Ohio. We are an actual play Kids on Bikes podcast. We take place in the 1980s in a town that is Christmas all year round. We are a bunch of elementary school kids solving mysteries. We talk about farm animals and food a surprising amount. it's a lot of very, very silly fun, and we're releasing our second season finale tomorrow. So it's a really great time to hop on board and catch up with all of our adventures.
All right, and Bex.
Hi, I'm Zan. You can find me on the Twitters at Covered and Sawdust. Things I do. You can also find me on a podcast. I am the GM of Imprinted Echoes, an actual play Numenera podcast. Far-flung future fun, and lots to do with sound and music and goo right now. Lots of goo. I don't think I've ever said oobleck more in my adult life than I have on this show. So yeah, Imprinted Echoes, you can find me there. And I also play Quest every other Monday at So Maddie Games on the channel over there, where I play a large Firbolg paladin invoker type who gets very angry sometimes. And that's pretty much me. And I've been super happy to be on here. Thanks for having me for this short little stint.
You must come back and visit us again.
I would love to.
Aha, I have you on recording saying it now.
Yes. Have me back whenever I'm available.
All right, and I am Nerdy Teddy, and you can find me here currently 3 times a week for Rift's Battle of Fates, Beyond the Void, and Millennium Nights Turbo Jungle. On Monday nights, you can catch me over on the Bardic Nox channel playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I have some games that I wrote. You can find the link in the chat, or go over to Twitter. Find me there. There's all kinds of links there. And tonight we are actually going to head over and raid So Many Games. And we will see you next week. Actually, for when we have So Maddie on as a guest. So, bye everyone.
Bye.
I've been on my spaceship counting stars since '94, waiting for someone to come and knock on my door, looking for someone who'd be the Venus to my Mars. Why does love always have to be this hard? Got me feeling